Sit-ups are a classic exercise often associated with core strength and physical fitness assessments.
Yeah, and if you are one of those athletic type people and you want to actually get a benchmark or have an idea how many sit-ups you should be able to do for your age or at least know where you're at, this video is for you, as well as how to do them correctly, which really wasn't what I was doing. Mike, let's talk a little bit about the role of the core muscles and actually what muscles we're working with these so that we're going to improve our fitness.
So a standard sit-up typically will target the rectus abdominis muscle. Those are their most superficial muscles, commonly known as the six-pack, and they run vertically on the outer part of your abdominal wall here.
Right, but there's also other core muscles really important with core strengthening, and you got the oblique muscles, which actually run oblique, and we also have the transverse band, which is really helpful in supporting your back.
Now, the transverse abdominis is a deep muscle. It's underneath your rectus abdominis. Typically, most people associate that with the plank, but we can't forget there's two other muscle groups associated with the core, and that is your hip flexor muscles, as well as your lumbar paraspinals.
That's right, and all these have a great deal with to do with stability and your ability actually to do other activities because the core is your base and foundation. All right, so the big question is doing a proper sit-up so everything is strengthened properly without hurting something like your back. Now, let's go back vintage, like when I was a child, this is how sit-ups were done. You were taught to touch your, Mike.
I'm not that flexible.
Touch your toes, go all the way back, reach back for the floor. This is all no good anymore. Then it went to feet up like this, and a partner held your ankles, and then you could go like that.
This was much easier. I enjoyed this one.
You could do the Presidential Fitness Award back in the 70s by doing them this way, but we know that that's not the best way to do it now anyways. We're actually going to go to Stuart McGill. He's an expert in back fitness and mechanics. He's done research through the yin yang about it, and we're going to use his demonstration and his advice on how to do it properly, safely, and have a lot of fun doing it.
So with this exercise, it's called the Stuart McGill Curl Up is the name of it. Typically, if you're having back pain, the way to begin it is one leg is bent and one leg is straight like this. You want to make sure the small of your low back is pushed into the mat. To do this for beginners and you're not sure, just place your hands underneath your low back and push into it. So push your hands into the floor or whatever you're exercising on first, and then you're going to go up towards the ceiling, but notice I'm just lifting my shoulder blades off and I'm not kinking my neck or rounding my back forward, straight up and back down.